Ah. Ah! My freaking nose! Why must it run like a faucet? Now of all times? Frig! Hello! Welcome to the stream, everybody who's come out so far. I hope you're having a very lovely day. Oh, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if it's just, like, there's something in the air particularly or what, but, like, I know I don't have a cold or anything like that, but, like, yeah, my nose is absolutely just pouring lately. It's usually like I sneeze and then suddenly everything in my head decides it's time to evacuate. So, could it be the humidity? Maybe. Possibly. It's a little bit more humid than than like normal as of recently, so possibly. I'll think about that. Actually, I wonder if I can, like, look at recent weather reports and see if there's any, like, increased humidity or anything like that. Let me see. How do I even read this thing? Let's see. No, the humidity's not in, like, a crazy place. It's at, like, 45%. Like, that's pretty good, all things considered. I don't know. I just feel like my nose is designed to be stupid. Possibly. I don't know. Anyway. So this week's been a heck of a week, hasn't it? Let's do a little bit of a rundown of some things that have happened. First of all, I've officially ordered that graphics card that is going to be coming in very soon, and I'm super excited about that. I've been having that problem a few times. I would have to inhale through my mouth and exhale through my nose because of the stupid snot. Ew. Ew. Disgusting. Ah. Feel bad for you, son. Trouble You Later, Troublemakers 2015. I don't remember that. But anyway, here's a picture of the card that I'm going to be getting in the mail sometime very soon. Look at this. I mean, it's Miku's birthday. Ooh. How long has Miku been around? I don't know. I'm thinking Miku, ooh-wee, ooh. No worries, I'll be okay. Son, I'm a woman. Oh. Sorry. I just call people son. Kiddo. Boyo. Since 2007. Oh, okay. Well, alright. Math. 16 years, I think. I am not. No. You are not my child. I do not own that. I'm not taking up those, I'm not taking up the support checks for that. I'm sorry. Not happening. No, screw that. Anyway. So this new graphics card here is, again, here's the plan here. I'm planning on taking this new graphics card, and I'm going to be putting it into my game PC. And then the game PC's graphics card is going to be swapped over to the stream PC, whereby I will be officially retiring the card that is currently sitting in the stream PC. Because that card is almost 10 years old and is no longer going to be supported after October. So, I mean, technically I could continue to keep on working with it for a really long time, but at the exact same time, like, no, I think it's due time. It's time to do some upgrades, which is really unfortunate. Thank you. I don't really want to do any upgrades. Upgrades require you to spend money and also, like, take some time to, like, work on stuff. Ooh, 2 ducks. So, just a heads up with that. I don't entirely know how my schedule is going to be set up. Thank you for the acorn. I may end up having to cancel some streams or move some stuff around just for the sake of being able to do all of these upgrades. Here's what I'm planning on doing. Thank you for the confetti. I'm planning on, once I do, like, the upgrades to the graphics cards. Thank you for the can. Ooh, rubber ducky. All right, no, I'm planning on around the exact same time as I do these upgrades to the graphics cards. I'm also And I'm not looking forward to this. I'm going to be upgrading my computers up to Windows 11. Yeah! If you don't know, Windows 10 is no longer going to be supported after October. So that means I have to start making the swap over. And I don't wanna. I don't want Windows 11. Windows 11 sucks. Like, Windows 10 works perfectly fine, and Windows 11 is the, like, you know, the malware-encrusted cousin of Windows 10. Ow! I don't want it. And Phoenix Goddess Queen is here. Hello! Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, no. So the upgrades that I'm going to be doing, it's going to take up a heck of a lot of time. It may take me like 2 or 3 days to do it. And if I remember correctly, the card is going to be coming in on the 5th, I believe. Or sometime very close to that. Let me see. Yeah, and that's a Friday. So, very likely, I'm probably going to skip out on doing streams on the 6th and the 7th, simply because I want to give myself as much time as possible to do all of the upgrades and get everything ready. And I want to have plenty of time in the event something goes wrong. So, yeah, expect that. You know, growing pains and all that. So, that should be, I mean, it'll be fun when I finally do get it all set up and ready to go, though. Because, like, I've done my research on this graphics card right here. And, according to this, it's got a 20% improvement on the previous card that I was using in that computer. Hey, really cool. I was feeling kind of bottlenecked on a couple of things previously, so this will be really... this will be a welcome change, for sure. I mean, on top of that, just having new hardware is really cool. That being said, though, I am a little bit annoyed by the fact that, like... hey, actually, I have the picture of it right here. I've noticed that, like, graphics cards have gotten really, really boring in current days. Like, take a look at this thing. It's just a big old black brick. There's, like, not much to it aside from that. Meanwhile, graphics cards that came out, like, 10 years ago, look at this. Look at this shiny son of a bitch. This thing is what I'm replacing this thing for. And, like, this looks so much nicer. Are you kidding me? Like, look at how triangular and, like, angular in general this thing looks. And just, it looks so futuristic and cool looking. They put, like, design, thought, and philosophies and work into that. That makes me sad. It's just like, oh, hey, we need to release the newest graphics cards. What do we do? I don't know, just release a crappy, unrefined box. It's like, wait, frick. That sucks. I'm still at the event I said I was going to, and I'm just about to leave. Ooh, okie dokie. Team Umizoomi is getting a reboot. Says it as calmly as possible, but I'm not calm. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see how that goes. Reboots are fun. I mean, if by fun, I mean potentially destructive. I just didn't want to miss the stream. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. I really appreciate that. If you are currently, like, distracted by other things, like, by all means, make sure you, like, focus on that, though. Anyway, so that's a really exciting thing that's happening sometime pretty soon. Also, a bunch of Vidya games are going to be coming out very soon that I'm really, really hyped for. One of them being Silksong. I'm looking forward to that. That's a game that I'm absolutely going to be playing on the stream, and I'm going to suck at it. Yeah. But I remember playing Hollow Knight when it initially came out as well. Actually, not when it came out. I basically said, you know what? This is a really popular game. I want to play Hollow Knight. Well, I'm playing Silksong, and that's so freaking hype. Are they still doing a reboot of JJ the Jet Plane? JJ the Jet Plane? That sounds familiar. Give me a second. I have to look that up. JJ the Jet Plane. Oh, shit! JJ the Jet Plane! I remember JJ! Oh my god! Okay, so I remember I actually like I didn't watch a lot of JJ the Jet Plane, but I do remember that like I was kind of freaked out by JJ the Jet Plane just because what's a good way to put it? Like that the faces were a little bit too like uncanny valley for me, and they were just stapled onto the face of like you know the front of the airplanes. I always thought it looked like a little bit too weird, you know? Like I mean, I got the exact same feeling when it comes to like Thomas the Tank Engine, except Thomas the Tank Engine, the faces are a little like less descript. Like JJ the Jet Plane is just straight up human being faces that have been stapled onto planes, and that I don't feel great about that. But they're doing a reboot on that? That's interesting. I wonder what they would do for a reboot. I don't think I remember being spooked by JJ. I was. I was just like, we're Uncanny Valley planes. What the heck's happening? I'm scared. I'm scared because my childhood, because at the same time they did decently pull off the Yo Gabba Gabba reboot, they did get rid of DJ Lance Rock. Oh, that's unfortunate. Haven't heard any updates about it yet. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's in production hell. That happens. I mean, also, on top of that, who knows whether or not, like, maybe the, you know... I mean, possibly they may have started up on the production of it, and then, like, they fell off on it or something. From, like, I don't know, like, a funding perspective. Like, the people that were funding it basically just said, yeah, you know what, never mind, this is never going to work out. And that happens, too. Man. And it's unfortunate. I'm at a Punks in the Park teen support event. Oh, very nice. I hope that's a heck of a lot of fun. Let's see. What other games are going to be coming out? Oh, yeah. I am going to be playing Slime Rancher 2 because that game is officially coming out of beta in, like, I think September 18th or something. I'm trying to remember. It's sometime this month. There's another game I've really been looking forward to. And I don't know how many other people remember that is happening. But, yeah, I remember. I'm going to be playing the game. I'm excited. It should be fun. You're connected to the TV in my hotel room, so be prepared for Karens on my end. Karens? What? Are we talking, like, you know, customer support care? Or, you know, like, yeah, customer support Karens? You self-entitled Karens? Is that what we're going on about? Oh, you got stung by a bee. Ouchies. 10 whole minutes at the medical tent since I'm... Oh, no! Oh, boy, I hope you have, like, some insulin. Ooh. Full deck of Karens. Full deck of Karens. What? I remember trying out Slime Rancher 2, but I haven't got to play it for a while now. Got to get back into it. Well, the official 1.0 release is a good time to start, I think. Especially, like, the 1.0... I've been waiting to play Slime Rancher 2 for the 1.0 release specifically. Because, like, I'm not keen on early access games that much. Because I worry that I'm going to burn myself out on the game a little bit too early. And so when I actually do... Like, when it finally gets released, I just shrug and go, whatever. You know, very rarely can I play a video game that is in early access and then, like, still have a lot of enthusiasm for it when it actually gets released. I'm not deathly allergic, but my whole arm swelled up. Ooh, I hope they had some really good resources at the, you know, the first aid section of the, you know, where you're at. Terrifying. I suppose while we're talking about early access games, I might as well go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room right now, which is Framemakers. Now, I dropped a little bit of, like, hint, hint, nudge, nudge at the previous stream, but previous stream was all about Super Mario, actually Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I wanted to get into that. No, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Framemakers. I'm not going to say a heck of a lot. I'm basically just going to say, hey, it's happening. The Hat in Time update for Framemakers is actually, oh yeah, the Hat in Time update for Framemakers is coming out on the 18th. That's why I remembered that date so well. Yeah. If you didn't hear, like, and also, if you don't know what Framemakers is, it's basically, it's like 2D sprite version of Super Smash Brothers, except with, like, indies. And it's really freaking cool. It's got a whole bunch of indie characters in there, including, like, Commander Video from, like, the Bit Trip series. There is, let's see, what other characters? There's a whole bunch of assist trophies, like, or, you know, assist characters. I'm really sad that a few of those characters didn't end up being, like, you know, full-on characters in the game. But, you know, like, there's Nico from, you know, here comes Nico. There is, there's a ton. Hold on, I'm gonna go look at the promotional picture. I believe, like, Fancy Pants from Fancy Pants Adventure is in there as well, which is freaking awesome. I also saw, like, Tank Guy from Newgrounds, which is really fun. I don't know, there's a heck of a lot of indies that are in that, which is, like, really freaking cool. And, officially, Hat Kid is going to be one of the playable characters of, you know, in Framemakers. And with that, a whole bunch of extra stuff has been included as well, including Mustache Girl is going to be an assist character that throws down an hourglass to stop time on whoever it is that you're trying to fight. And also there is a new stage, which is the, you know, Subcon, which is like, it's the circular battle arena where you fight, like, the the Haunted Toilet and Snatcher. And of course, since the Subcon is going to be one of the playable locations, you need to have Snatcher there. And that's me! Like, Gears for Breakfast contacted me, and they're just like, we would like you to reprise your role, and we would like you to be Snatcher for this. And I'm just like, yeah! I'm super excited about that. That's awesome! So yeah, in very official capacity, you are going to be able to hear me as Snatcher in this new, like, content update that's coming out for Framemakers. And that's so freaking cool. You can bet that I'm going to be playing a little bit of Framemakers on stream for sure. Marry me, Snatcher. No, no. Stop it. No. Don't do. Parasocial. Bad. Congrats. Thank you, Pink. I appreciate it. Anyway, so that's super exciting. It's also really exciting, like, I mean, you know, animals can have allergies, and you're actually not supposed to feed your dog. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I knew about that. In fact, like, you know, some dogs can be allergic to bee stings as well, and, like, dogs can swell up to the size of a balloon if they get stung by a bee. Yeah, that happens. Absolutely. Anyway, no, like, so one thing that's, like, really exciting for me is that I cannot tell you how many times I've been badgered by friends. Oh, speaking of friends, I'm gonna go and jump into the BitB stream voice chat just in case somebody wants to, like, hound me. Meow. There we go. Anyway, I can't tell you how many times my friends have, like, badgered me for the fact that I've been, like, I am, like, really, really humble when it comes to the whole, like, me showing up as Snatcher for Vanessa's Curse thing. Because, like, as much as I want to take up the, you know, like, as much as I want to have an ego about that, I really can't, because, like, technically speaking, I was brought on as Snatcher for the Vanessa's Curse DLC through, like, their creator DLC program, which is where they get, like, fans to come in and create mods for a... Actually, I wouldn't say... They're basically full-on content released for the game as DLC. And, like, as much as I wanted to really own the fact that I was Snatcher in that, it's really difficult to do that, because I'm just like, well, that's kind of technicality, you know? I was like, all right, I was Snatcher, but I was Snatcher out of the convenience of the fact that I was a creator, a part in the community that pitches voice lines for characters and things. I don't know if I could really, like, own up to the fact that I was officially Snatcher in a major capacity. That's different now. It's absolutely different now. It's like, it's one thing to be brought on, like, specifically with the stipulations that you are a part of the community kind of thing. It's another thing for, like, the company itself to come directly to me and just be like, hi, we want you to voice this in official capacity for this project. He's like, you know, I can officially pretty much just wear that on my sleeves now. Like, I'm an official voice actor for Snatcher, and that makes me incredibly excited and also intimidated and also confused. How hard do you need to work to basically, like, strong arm your way into becoming canon? That's basically, like, that's me in a nutshell. Best face design would be my Stardust one. Your Stardust face design? Oh, wait. I took part in designing faces for SMG4's Mr. Puzzle, and 2 of my designs made it into the show. Really? That's awesome, Pink. Nice one. Stardust face design. I wonder, so these faces, like, I know Mr. Puzzle is, like, all about, let me do it for you. Stardust is, like, a TV screen and all that jazz. So you can make his face whatever it wants to be. So, like, were there any particular rules on how you were supposed to, like, you know, make the face? I'm curious about that. Or was it just, like, a no-holds-barred, do whatever the heck you want? Excuse me, I had to scratch my nose. Anyways, what other stuff has recently been going on aside from, like, that? Because that's kind of the most exciting thing currently going on in my life at the moment. Or, you know, most exciting thing that I can say. I have stuff that I do in my IRL life that I just don't talk about on the stream. Mostly just because, you know, I like to keep my stuff separate. Opinion on the let me do it for you dog. I remember being on TikTok when it was stupidly popular. And I remember I was a little bit confused as to why it was popular. But with most TikTok memes, like, you kind of just, like, dogs. Well, you know, with most TikTok memes, it's kind of like, it's repeated ad nauseum until eventually you start to like it. That's about it. There was this guy who took part in face designing Mr. Puzzles, and he offered fans to take part in it. Interesting. Okay. Let me think. What's that one meme that's currently going around TikTok that I'm seeing a lot of? Oh, yeah. It's that one Sans video. The one where he, like, he's standing next to Papyrus, who's been, like, you know, killed by Frisk. And he's just sitting there like, well, this stinks. And then he starts crying. That video has gotten ridiculously popular on TikTok, and, like, everybody is making parodies of it. Yeah, I believe you have VIP, so Pink, I think you could leave links if you wanted to. Here. While we're doing the chatty and whatnot, let's go ahead and dive into Power Wash Simulator. How about that? Let me head over to the game tab. Yahoo Boys. Alright. Also, turn on the game sounds as well. That way you can hear the funny Power Washer sound effects. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, so where was I? Bonus jobs, I think. Muckingham Files. I did not finish this place, so let's resume the job. His username is Richard Animations, and he took part in helping making faces for SMG4. Nice. Okay, I definitely need to up the audio. Yeah, that's good. That's a good amount. All right, where was I? I'm basically cleaning this hoity-toity, like, you know, art installation. Yo Gabba Gabba was in South Park and Robot Chicken. Yeah, I remember you were talking about that. Bleach for your eyes? Why? You're fine. You're good. Makes our face designs come true and puts them on Steam. He did give credit at least. Okay. Let me take a gander at this. Funny custom Mr. Puzzles faces. Neat. Okay. Credits, SFM version. All right. So, add-on for Gmod and stuff. That's kind of cool. Ow. It's really cool to see that, like, people are still using Gmod in, like, major capacity. I'm called Pink or Bat because of Discord. Alrighty. Alright, am I missing anything here? I didn't hear a ding sound effect, so I'm a little bit concerned. Ah, there we go. Good enough. Okay, I got these two left to complete. Here are my face expressions that made it in so far. So far. Okay. I like the smiley one. There's something like, I don't know, there's something very drunk-ish about the smiley one. I don't know what it is. Oh god, you know, one thing that reminds me of, though, I've heard so many people talking about, like, Tenna from Deltarune, and tons of people have been comparing, like, Tenna to other, like, TV heads that exist in pop culture. Specifically, there are a lot of people that have said that the smiley one is your Stardust face. Oh, nice. Well, there we go. Anyway, no, a lot of people have been, like, you know, making comparisons with Tenna and just being like, haha, Tenna ripoff. Despite the fact that, like, a lot of those people that say that they're, like, Tenna ripoffs, like, that, you know, they're usually people and, like, you know, they're TV heads that have existed far longer than Tenna has existed. You know what I mean? I think Mr. Puzzles is one of those things where it's just like, ha ha ha, TV head, you're Tenna. And it's just like, shut up. Y'all gotta learn some stuff, man. Just because this one character looks like another character does not inherently mean that somebody's ripping somebody off. Though I feel like a lot of people, they're probably not trying to say it in some accusatory way. It's just people that are, like, sort of comparing the two and just being like, hee they're so similar. Ah. Howdy, Sun God. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. How things been? Actually, how things been in general for everybody here? Heard a couple of things from Pink and, like, you know, what they're up to. The bearded figure in the corner is my father. You got an ugly-ass father. Eyes closed in disappointment, arms tucked behind his back, aloof and superior. He was very sensitive about his poorly defined eyebrows. Hence his large pointed hat, a distraction device. Sure, let's go with that. And he's absolutely not a gnome. Stardust Face was inspired by Brendan Blabber, VA for Mr. Puzzles, when he fan-voiced Loop from In Stars and Time. I won't give spoilers. Really love his voice in this one ending that had to make the face. Oh, okay. Just got better from being sick. Ooh, I'm glad for that. What did you have? Was it like a head cold thing? Stomach thing? Did your spleen disrupt and explode? Startease, creator of Lumi and the Great Big Galaxy. Neat. Scrub-a-dub, clean him up. Now, again, I will say again, my nose is sort of like very runny at the moment. And the reason why is because I sneezed a crap ton. And now, like, everything in my head is just trying to evacuate at the moment. It's not fun. And I'm not entirely sure what it is. Like, I don't think it would be hay fever at this moment. Oh, you know what it might be? Actually, I just thought about this. We're starting to move into the fall season, and I do know that there's a lot of, like, trees that are losing their leaves and stuff. Wonder if maybe that might be it. Perhaps it's just a whole lot of, like, dead things that are starting to accumulate outside on the ground. Possibly. Okay, well, that's the ground. Mostly taken care of. There we go. I'm genuinely looking forward to more of the fall season, though. Like, I want it so bad to be nice, like, sweater weather. Because we haven't had that in quite a while. I have such bad pollen allergies, so I feel you. A tired face design was originally supposed to be a feeling sick expression. A runny nose was to be added to it. Oh, interesting. I just got Blue Sky even though I'm too young. I don't know what the minimum amount of age there is for Blue Sky. Actually, that's a good question. I'm going to take a moment and look at that. You must be at least 13 years old and meet the minimum age requirement by your local laws to enter into a binding agreement with Blue Sky. So, as long as you are over the age of 13, you're fine, as far as I can tell. Not sure. I just got I got better the day after I drank some herbal tea. Still had a runny nose, though. Okay. The baby has joined. Like the rapper, the baby? Let's see, where's the rest of the scuzz on this? You are the baby. I am absolutely not the baby. I can 100% guarantee you that is not the case. I'm the old crotchety man. The angry old bubble. Oh, okay, I'm not going to say angry. I'm not going to say old bubble. I mean, or angry for that matter. I'm old by internet standards. Like, if you were to look at me from the lens of, like, you know, somebody who hangs out on the internet, I can definitely say that, like, I'm up there in years. I was there when a lot of things were forged. You know what concerns me? What if they add those face designs for future merchandise? Hopefully SMG really will give credit about that. Well, I don't even know if that would be legal. Like, you know, technically that's... I mean, unless there was some specific binding contract related stuff that said that all of those faces, like, are owned by SMG4 from here on out, then, like, that might happen. That might be the case. I don't know. It's always really muddy and murky waters when you decide to get anything from, like, community, because it basically means that, like, you are not allowed to do certain things with it. It's so hot where the event is, you have no idea. Ooh. I might have to talk to StarTease about in that case. Now, I'm reminded of that one, like, basically an entire book that I had made with, like, the Hat in Time community. Go the Peck to Sleep. That is something that is, like, pretty much forever... it's forever soaked in a gigantic layer of cannot do anything with. You know what I mean? Oh, 85 degrees. Ugh, yeah, that's uncomfortable. And with humidity, God, that'd be a nightmare. But anyway, yeah, no, Go the Peck to Sleep. There are so many people that have actively said, for God's sakes, why is this not a book? There are a number of reasons why that is not a book. Oh, hey, Ghoster just recently followed. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I didn't hear any sound effects for that, but hey, I saw it. I saw, like, a visual on that. Thank you. Anyway, no, that one book, Go the Peck to Sleep. That could never be an actual book for a couple of reasons. Number one, it is a direct lampoon and parody of Go the Fuck to Sleep. And Go the Fuck to Sleep, I am not 110% certain, but, like, the like, basically the crux of Go the Peck to Sleep is the exact same as Go the Fuck to Sleep. So by that standpoint, like, you could never monetize that as far as I know. But, like, on top of that, it's like a Gears for Breakfast thing. So I would need to get the permission from Gears for Breakfast in order for me to be able to, like, get that properly published in some capacity. Oh, also, on top of that, every single one of the artists in there would have to be compensated in some capacity. And I don't know how that would be, you know, how would we go about doing that? Like, would everybody get a certain percentage of the book sales? Would it be, like, just a lump sum that everybody just gets paid the rights to the art, and then the art ends up becoming, like, you know, owned by the original, like, you know, owned by one creator or something like that? I don't know, man. Unsure. Like, that book was never really intended to be anything aside from a really wholesome and really cool thing that I wanted the community to get together and make. So, unfortunately, yeah, it will never be an official book in any capacity, unless, like, maybe a very special circumstance where I, like, had prints of it made that were exclusive that I did not sell, but actively just handed out to people. Do I still have Blue Sky, by the way? Yes, absolutely, I still have Blue Sky. And I recommend anybody who's currently hobbling on Twitter to get out. Please, please, for the love of God, escape. Don't crouch on that platform anymore. It's like, I know that for some people they're there strictly for the sake of business, but, like, is it even worth it at this point? I don't think it is. Just run. Get out. I mean, think about it. The more people that are over on Blue Sky, the better chance that we're going to have at, like, Blue Sky becoming the true successor to Twitter. And I am all for that. Okay, nearly done. Bum 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 bum. And there we go. I'm assuming, yeah, this isn't like an art installation. It's just a place to sit down. Oh, though, I just recently saw a video a couple of days ago about, like, I guess there was, like, an installation of some kind. It was... Do I need to clean these? I don't think so. Anyway, an installation of some kind that was, like, it had a chair as one of the art pieces, and some guy who was at the museum decided to sit down on that chair. But that chair was not really fit to be sat in any capacity because it was so old and it was like an actual art piece. He broke the chair. Oh. That is so awkward. It's just like, oh no, you've destroyed a very valuable piece of art history, and also apparently, I don't know. There's not much else I can say about that. That's just really tragic and bad. What color should my hot chocolate be? Blue, green, yellow, or red? You have colored hot chocolate? I don't know. I think green hot chocolate sounds funny. Let's go with that. I know what you're talking about. Not gonna lie, both is kind of dumb for putting it there, and the guy didn't read. I feel like maybe they could have made it a little bit clearer what it was. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, the dude obviously didn't try to, like, intentionally deface it or anything. Didn't they label it? I'm gonna make the assumption they did label it, but it was likely, like, one of those things where it's just, like, a little plaque directly next to whatever it is, like, you know, art-wise. And given the context for what it is, that being a chair, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody just, like, didn't pay attention to that and just said, oh, thank God I can finally sit down, and then... Because God knows, like, public places, for some stupid reason, at least a lot of them, they don't have a heck of a lot of places to sit down. And for some people, like, that's a, you know, that's an accessibility thing. Like, you can't, like, stand up for extended periods of time sometimes. Should I put marshmallows in the green chocolate? Yes. Absolutely. You know what I miss? Green ketchup. Actually, you know what I really miss? Green ketchup or purple ketchup. The weird, like, colored ketchups. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and say, like, I really miss just weird colored anything. Potion chocolate. I want to see more, like, manufactured strange stuff where they just, like, absolutely water it down in a ton of dye. I'm sure it's probably not healthy for you. Probably cause at least 12 different kinds of cancer. But I don't care. That was a fun age, man. That was a good age of time where, like, you know, everything had, like, you know, really bright and cool flashy colors, and it was fun to, like, you know, put the funny colored, like, you know, fruit thing in your mouth. Yay, it's cherry! You know it's cherry because it's nuclear red. Trying to remember some other stuff that's, like, very similar to that, like, we have similar issues with now. Yep. What was the last, like, major thing that I remember, like, being kind of annoyed with? There's a lot of packaging, like, a lot of food packaging still has, like, you know, really clear, like, colorful sort of outsides that kind of entice you to buy stuff. But I do feel like there are a lot of consumer products that have, like, become boring. For good reason. I mean, oh, like, one thing that I've noticed that's kind of interesting. Products that you buy off of, like, Amazon and stuff like that have kind of gone the direction of basically, like, taking out all of the flair and all the craziness to the products that they sell. And, like, now you just get, like, a really boring, like a really boring cardboard box. So, you know, if you buy, like, a cable extension or something like that, it's just like, you don't need some sort of fancy box for this. Who cares? Here, you get it in a bag. Or you get it in a box. Do. Here, please recycle. Because it's a recyclable box. And they hide that under the guise of, like, oh, well, this is better for the environment. Honestly, it's also because it's a lot cheaper for them to manufacture it. And by the time you bought it online, I mean, you know, they've kind of already done their work when it comes to, like, selling it to you. So they don't need to sell it to you any further. Like, it's not like you went to the store and saw the box on a shelf and needed to be advertised to at the store that, hey, our product is good. Hey, please come and buy ours. We've kind of, like, gone past that that generation. Have I heard of hazelnut hot chocolate? I have, and I've had it, and it's good. He's good stuff. I remember, what was the brand? I think it might have been, like, Land O'Lakes or whatever the heck. Land O'Lakes has got a bunch of different, like, you know, flavors of hot chocolate. Do you want a pick of the green chocolate? I don't think you have VIP on, so I don't think you have the ability to send that. Maybe send it via the Discord and I'll take a look at it later. Thank you for the apple. This is the most annoying thing to clean, I swear. There we go. Oh, you guys are gonna have to tell me this one because I've not actively watched, like, any television on you know, children's television channels in like many, many years. Because, you know, old. But, is there still like really exciting, like, you know, crazy commercials that are like super hype and like, you know, that kind of thing for kids' toys and stuff nowadays? I'm assuming the answer is yes. I can't imagine they would have stopped doing that. I miss that kind of, like, you know, that kind of action and that kind of excitement in just any commercials that I see. Like, most of the commercials that I see for, oh, what's a good example? I was going to say fast food, but honestly, fast food kind of goes a little nuts with their commercials, too. Like, I don't know. There's just a level of, like, crazy excitement that in, like, you know, specifically kids advertising. Like, and I feel like in the age of TikTok and, like, you know, all of these things that require to get your attention, like, really, really hardcore, I get this feeling that, like, the commercials must have not gotten weaker. They must have gotten stronger. Like, they must be louder or something. There we go. How much more is left on this color barrage? Oh, you know, I'll say one thing. I saw... Might have been a TikTok or something, but... in fact, I'm pretty sure it was a TikTok. I saw a thing, and it was talking about how, like, hey, are you, like, in the ages between, like, 40 and 60, or, you know, like, 40 plus, and have you been asking yourself, like, why is it that the sky isn't as blue as it used to be? And, like, the grass isn't as clear either. It's just really, you know... colors just aren't as vibrant as I remember them being. Well, that's not a coincidence. And as it turns out, colors apparently, like, dull as you get older due to, like, the... I guess it's, like, maybe the cones in your eyes or something like that. And so actively, as you get older, the world becomes, like, much less vibrant, and it actually does, like... I don't know. It gets dull. That makes me sad. Because there's not much you can do about that. Aside from, like, maybe getting corrective surgery for that. But nobody's got the money for that. So I guess just as you get older, things get duller and duller. I don't know. I feel like that gives me more of an excuse to play video games and stuff with, like, you know, more vibrant neon colors so that I can feel something. Is that a bad way to put it? I don't watch TV much, but I miss old toy ads, mostly Lego stuff. Ooh, yeah. Okay, is that everything on this guy? I've seen a lot of funny YouTube poops as of recently, and it's like... a lot of, like, YouTube poops that take, like, old 90s commercials and, like, remix them. Elon Musk has the money. Oh. Well, I don't want to think about him. Who cares if he has the money? There we go. I think that's all that sign. Mr. Beast. I don't know. I don't know if Mr. Beast has all the money. His handlers absolutely do have a lot of money. I don't know if Mr. Beast has a lot. And I think that's like, that is a distinction that I think a lot of people, like, don't make. The government? Yeah, people in the government probably. But, you know, regular old funny me, minimum wage kind of thing, I absolutely wouldn't. Didn't know color could go dull when you grow old. Now this information is going to be stuck in my head. Oh, it's just a part of getting old, I guess. I have not personally, like, I haven't, like, identified that or seen it for the most part. I don't think so, anyway. Like, stuff that is, like, stuff that, like, used to be neon back in the day is also still neon for me now. So, I'm not too concerned about it at the moment. I think it's when you start, like, getting up there to, like, your 50s or 60s. That's when, like, you know, your eyes start to get a little bit weirder, and you're just like, well, I can't see the thing in front of my face. A wasp smacked me in the face on the way up here. Ouchies. Alright, we got one last thing that we gotta clean, and it's this funny statue. I was born with glasses. I came out the womb with glasses. Sure, let's go with that. My eyesight has actually been, like, pretty bad for a very large chunk of my life. I remember I got corrective glasses when I was, like, 5 years old. And I had the glasses for a little while, but then my parents decided not to get me any new glasses after that, because apparently I was kind of a little shit when it came to my glasses when I was younger. And, like, I was, like, really bad with them, and I would, like, take them off and I would throw them across the room. And they're just like, okay, we're not made of money. We can't replace those every single time you break them, so we're not going to get you glasses from now on. And it was only, like, when I got into middle school and I decided to take, like, an eye test, I apparently got, like, you know, flying colors. Like, I actually managed to succeed on the eye test, but it required me to strain my eyes so badly that, like, I actively got, like, a massive headache afterwards. And after that, I started thinking, and I'm like, I should probably get more, you know, glasses. Because I remember having them at one point. Probably a good idea to maybe, like, do something about that. And so then I got some new glasses, and I realized, like, oh, wow, the world looks so much clearer than it, like, you know, I was before. And I was just like, you know what? I like this. I like this whole glasses thing. And since then, I have worn glasses for the entirety of my life. Probably a good thing, because, like, my eyes have gotten worse and worse as I've gotten older. Opinion on world's smallest lava lamp. We've talked about similar things in the past. And, world's smallest lava lamp? All I'm thinking about is, like, how would that lava lamp even be powered? Because, like, a lava lamp, in order to make a lava lamp work, it requires you to have, a decent amount of heat. And so that would require, like, a really powerful, like, coiled piece of copper. Unless this is, like, a lava lamp that doesn't actually work like a lava lamp should. Like, you know, a lava lamp, but instead it's got, like, beads or something on the inside of it that, like, circle around. Yeah, I think I need to put an extension onto this. Because I'm not reaching some of the tough spots. And I'm not sure if, you know, it would be smart to run a lava lamp on batteries. That reminds me, though, the other day I was watching YouTube, and there's this one channel that I watch called James Channel. If you don't know who James is a friend of Dank Pods. And if you don't know who Dank Pods is, he's this Australian guy who, like, you know, looks at MP3 players and headphones and, like, you know, whatever random tech he gets his hands on. And he, like, you know, yells at them for a while and then also, like, destroys them probably. And also blows up headphones as well. He's pretty fun. But anyway, James's channel is like, you know, friend of Dank Pods, and James is basically sort of a tech wizard. He's just like really, really good at working with electronics. Like, not a super expert, but he's definitely like fun. And he did a video where he took an old like CRT, like a miniature one that's about like yay size. He took that and he installed it into an old-fashioned like Game Boy, just because he wanted to see if he could. It's a pretty freaking good video. However, that thing was running off of batteries, and the batteries lasted a total of about like 2 minutes. Would evil you be made of fire? I feel like evil me would just be me, except with a mustache. That's a bummer, but it still sounds fun. I wish I was from the era of CRT televisions. It's not that different to this era. The only difference is that, you know, now you can put, like, screens in front of your face fairly safely, as opposed to back then, where the cathode rays were sort of shooting at the glass, and, like, there was all this worry about, you know, those rays hitting your eyeballs. Who knows whether or not they were founded worries or not. I don't know. Anyway, related to, like, batteries, you know, battery-powered stuff, another YouTuber that I've watched is Matt KC. And Matt KC is similar in that he works with a lot of electronics and things like that. He's mostly known for, like, his work on Lego Island. Well, not, like, officially. Like, he does a lot of work decompiling Lego Island and, like, modding Lego Island and doing crazy stuff with it. But anyway, one of the things that he's done is he made an NES battery powered. He went and he bought like a AA battery pack, and then he like soldered it together onto the NES, and he managed to get like an NES to be powered via batteries. And I guess it lasts for about like 2 hours or so. But the funny part about that is that an NES really isn't designed to be battery powered. So it does crazy weird stuff when the batteries start getting low. I think that's like really freaking cool. So like while it was getting low, like weird stuff was happening to the signal while it was happening. Like slowly the like, you know, the picture started getting a little bit fuzzy, and then the colors like started disappearing from the screen. And then you started seeing, like, graphical glitches and things on the screen. And then, like, you know, the console would, like, freeze eventually. And then you just, like, slowly watch as, like, the light finally dies. It's just, like, it finally just completely goes kaput. It was pretty entertaining. I think he did that for both the NES and also the Sega Genesis. Pretty good videos. I recommend checking out Matt KC. What is that spinning chair gif in the news? Spinning chair gif? Which one? In the news? Oh, you're talking about in the news, the BitBe news section. I was confused for a second. I was just like, what news station are you watching? No. I don't know. I just found that. For those people who don't know, like, there is a, I have a news channel over on my Discord to basically give you updates and information about, like, you know, the latest things BitBe related, or also just news for the server in general. And today, I decided to, like, send out the stream notification with a picture of some dude who's, like, spinning around in an office chair, and he's using a power washer to, like, spin himself. I like it. I saw that picture and I'm just like, yeah, you'll do. I was scratching my head. Why would there be spinning chair gif on the news? I mean, I've seen weirder stuff on the news. Okay, anything left on this statue that I should know about? Seems pretty clean. Seems pretty squeaky. Okay, so where's the remaining dirt that I don't know? Okay, what is that thing called? Large platform trims. Oh, fudge. Oh, no. So, like, okay, large platform. Is the large platform technically the one that's, like, a little bit wider? Or are we talking, like, that one? Because it's, like, large. Oh, dear. Well, this'll take a little bit of looking. Bum, 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 bum. God, I can't wait for Silksong, I swear. I can't wait to get my ass handed to me all over again. Anime and Steve from Blue's Clues was on the news. Wouldn't be shocked. A random aside, I just remembered this that recently happened. I was on TikTok. This is the shittiest prank that I've ever seen. Somebody posted like a fake a fake news announcement from Team Cherry, and it said that like I forget exactly what it was. Oh, Nova says you have TikTok? Yes, I do. I've talked about TikTok several times here. I have a TikTok, though, like, I haven't been posting to it all that much as of recently, just because I haven't been motivated and I haven't thought about anything cool about it. I don't know. Look me up. I forget what I trade under, but I'm like, it's either Bitabytes or like BitB or something. I forget. You could probably find me. Use the search function. Give me a second. Large platform trims. Large platform? Which frickin' platform? I don't know. I can't see. Can't tell. Large platform. I'm trying to look for whatever is like flashing. Anyway. No, back to what I was saying. Like, so somebody like made a prank post on TikTok, and it was like this fake screenshot of, I think, like the Team Cherry Twitter, and it was Team Cherry saying that like, we deeply apologize. However, our recent announcement for when we were releasing Silksong has to be changed. It has been delayed to like, and then they said like September 16th or something. And I was, you know, at first I was just like, oh, fuck, is this real? And then I went and I looked it up and like, no, it's not real. I was just like, how dare you? Screw you. Do not post shit like this. Like, they tried so hard to sell it, too. They were just like, yep, it's totally real and it sucks. How dare they? Oh, we have to wait for another, like, you know, half a month before we can finally play the thing. And it was just like, no, that's not true. Shut the hell up. And this, dear viewer, is exactly why I don't get my news through TikTok. Like, you just can't trust anybody on that friggin' platform. There it is. Small platform lights. Does this count as spreading misinformation? I mean, I have actively told you that this isn't true, so I'm trying not to spread misinformation. What I am saying is, like, don't be this guy. Don't be the scumbag that, like, tells other people just being like, oh god, this thing's been delayed by another week. My green hot chocolate turned into poison. Press X to doubt. Small platform. Is it one of you guys? I think, like, small platform lights. I believe the lights are like these guys. And on which platform? I can understand why I wouldn't have gotten this, because, like, these lights are oddly difficult to clean. No. Creeper. Oh, man. Or wait, is it these side lights? Would you... Nova, that's weird. That's weird to say. No, I will not. Sphere sculpture plaque stand. I'm assuming the sphere sculpture is this guy? Yeah. There we go. Wave sculpture bubbles. That guy? Yes. It's a blue drink, you are water. I don't care if I'm water and it's a blue drink. It's still weird. Animal sculpture. This guy. All right. Got a lot of 99s to take care of. 98, though. Crystal sculpture plaque. Crystal sculpture. Would that be this? There we go. Crystal sculpture sections. Oh, I didn't get this thing completely clean. Looks fairly close, though. Jeez. Gnome sculpture belt buckle. I still haven't cleaned the entirety of the gnome sculpture? Oh my god. Alright. Let's clean the face. Whap! Small platform trims. Where'd that at? Hold on a second. There we go. Oh, over there. What kind of lizard is that?
Day gecko.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Just
How you
kidding.
doing, Kyle?
I'm doing good. Much better.
Ooh, that's good to hear. What have you been up to?
I've been playing a lot of TerraTech.
TerraTech, what is that?
The voxel vehicle building game.
Okay.
Engineering challenges. Kind of my thing.
Sounds exciting. It reminds me a little bit of, let's see, voxel, like, building and stuff.
Lego?
Kind of. I've played a lot of, what is it? I don't know, a couple of games, like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where, like, the goal was to build vehicles with, like, you know, a bunch of, individual, like, parts that you, like, chonk together.
Yeah, that's the idea. Except with way more advanced physics.
Gotcha.
I made a giant crafting rig themed after an aircraft carrier. I originally had that thing trucking along on 24 wheels.
Oh my god.
They are giant metal wheels with giant metal studs, so it could essentially go anywhere, but of course, every design has its problems. It had problems with sharp hills. So eventually I unlocked hover technology, and, well, I guess I have a hovering aircraft carrier now.
Oh, yo.
Slapped a bunch of heavy hover engines on it. Slapped a couple of propellers on it. Called it good.
Nice. God, that just makes me so badly want to play like another game like that, though.
I know, right?
It's been a while.
Been
Like I
looking at
remember, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom had like a building mechanic that was a really simplified version of that,
Yes.
and it was fun.
I've been looking at Stormworks.
Stormworks. Let me see that.
Stormworks, build and rescue.
Ah, okay. Let me look that up. Design, create, and pilot your own air sea rescue service. That's cool. Geometa is the people that make it. Okay.
I don't know. I like building challenges.
Mm-hmm. As seen in Edge magazine. There are magazines still?
Huh.
How about that?
The only downside about the big carrier that I made was trying to balance the damn thing. Because if it's not balanced, it tilts to one side and begins hovering in that direction, uncontrollably.
Mm.
That's the downside of making it hover.
Apparently, Nova sent a pic of their green chocolate, hot chocolate in the kitchen.
Green hot chocolate.
Oh, that looks like a witch's brew.
Ooh, Alani Witch's Brew. Is that out yet?
What?
There's an energy drink that my buddy's obsessed with. It's called Alani.
Mm-hmm.
Every spook season, they come out with a signature flavor called Witch's Brew. And he's obsessed with that flavor.
I remember, what's that one brand? It's, Here, I'm gonna look this up real quick. It's like butterbeer, except it's like what was it called? Butterbeer? I think it is. Yeah, butterbeer. And what brand is it? There's a specific brand that like it comes out every single year around this particular holiday season. Ah, there it is. Flying Cauldron non-alcoholic butterscotch beer.
Butterscotch.
It's good. It's good.
Man.
Here, I didn't look it up in the on the stream PC. I'm gonna go look that up. Give me a second, folks. I will have a picture for you in just a second.
Also, playing TerraTech reminded me of a particular drive system that I had interested me, but I forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
The Screw Track.
Do tell?
It's essentially a spiral flanged cylinder that digs into the ground and rotates. It pulls you in a direction as it rotates.
All right.
Think of like a drill, except that's what you're riding on.
I've seen some like video games where that was the entire point of it. But like, wouldn't that spin you and make you dizzy?
No, not if there's two of them.
Oh, okay. That reminds me of God, was it posted in the private chat or not? I don't remember. I think it might have been posted in the private chat. It was a Warhammer thing where it was like a big old like Warhammer tank and a whole bunch of like soldiers were sitting in it, and there's one dude whose head is like between two gigantic like Gatling guns, and the caption said, you know, "Sir, I can't hear shit."
Your hearing damage probably wasn't service related.
Probably not.
No, that was I'm trying to remember the name. I'm trying not to care about Warhammer anymore, but for some reason I can't help it. It was it was a raider.
Why do you not care about Warhammer anymore?
Because I don't like their parent company.
Fair. Actually, that's totally fair. Video quality is choppy on my mobile. Oh, yeah. That'll happen.
Space Marine Raider, and it's got those autocannons.
Hmm.
Believe it or not, that was a scout vehicle.
Great. Here, I found a picture of that butterbeer. There we go. Take a look at that, boys. Flying Cauldron's Butterscotch Beer. Non-alcoholic. It's basically cream soda, except it tastes more like butterscotch. And my god, is it addicting.
Oh, no.
It's beginning to look a lot like butterbeer.
I was going to say, don't you dare say it. It ain't even spook season yet.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't wake her up, don't wake her up, don't wake her up.
Do not do it. Do not even think about doing it. Do not even not think about not doing it.
No! I mean,
head is not a sandwich.
No, it's a song. No, it's a sandwich!
What was that from? I think that was Bolted Behemoth, actually.
No, that was Psycho Stick.
What? No, what I was saying.
Oh, what you were saying?
That whole string of soldiers lines, I think that was Bolted Behemoth.
Oh, okay. Let me see. While we're talking about Halloween, maybe I should go and clean the Halloween house. How about that? Let's do it. Confirm. Spooky Scorpion, hello! Welcome to the stream. Finally awake late enough to catch your stream. Thanks for coming in, I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, honestly, this is just scuzzy enough that I feel it's appropriate for Halloween, but okay. Can you go inside the spooky haunted house? Apparently not. Fair enough. I see no problems with this. Only tricks. But tricks are for kids. Anyway, I guess I'm cleaning a haunted house. Fine by me.
While I was trading my leg, I ended up having to lay sideways on my bed with my heel resting against up my wall in order to try to drain the fluids out of my legs. But while I was doing that, I needed a YouTube video to listen to, since I couldn't necessarily watch it. So I listened to the story of Mr. Henderson again.
Refresh my memory. What's Mr. Henderson?
Mr. Henderson is the only Call of Cthulhu character to win Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, okay.
Which is not a tabletop game you're supposed to win.
Very interesting. Spooky Scorpion is asking, what's your favorite game to stream? That reminds me of those satisfying pressure washer TikToks. Oh, yeah, right. I try not to watch those because if I watch those, that's all my algorithm's ever going to be. It's like, no, I'm fine with that. I'm fine without all that in my life. But anyway, some of my favorite games to stream, I mean, you're looking at one of them. I don't know why, but I'm just like, I'm chemically drawn to playing Power Wash Simulator, mostly because of how I don't know, it's just addicting to clean stuff in this manner. But the other things that I have been playing on stream, like, I mean, I've played PC Building Simulator in the past, and I've played a heck of a lot of that. I wouldn't be surprised if I get dragged back into that one at some point. Other games that I like playing, I like playing some, like, you know, casual sort of, like, I don't know, something that's like something warm and fuzzy, something that like makes me happy. Like I'm going to be playing Slime Rancher 2 sometime pretty soon, since that's coming out of like early access and going to be officially 1.0.
It's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Did you play Slime Rancher 1?
I did, but I never made it all the way through it.
I did, simply because of like rampant addiction to it.
Like, I made it to like the end game science stuff, but that's it.
A party in your tummy. I'm going to make the assumption that that is the hot cocoa talking. Well, I've been waiting for Slime Rancher 2 because like that has been like like I said, not a massive fan of early access games for the most part. Like, very rarely do I buy into an early access game unless, like, you know, there's got to be some special circumstances. So one of them.
Is it going to be more of the first, or is there going to be like fundamental changes?
I've heard there's a handful of fundamental changes, but like not enough that it takes away the core of what Slime Rancher is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play it to really get a good feel for it.
I see. We'll be watching intently.
Okie dokie. You're in the UK time zone, so sadly you never get to watch the streams. Ugh. I feel that. Time zones suck. Especially when like especially when I've got like friends that are all the way across the pond and like we really badly want to get together and like, you know, do stuff. I know that one guy, Show the Show, who I've been with a couple of times in like, you know, live streams and things. He's from Scotland. So like if he is ever in one of the live streams with any of us, it's because he is actively just ignoring his sleep schedule. Bat Kitty. Yeah, Bat Kitty. There we go. Suppose while I'm talking about, you know, early access games, I'm going to make the assumption that you've heard the news, Kyle. Anyway, have you heard the news?
What news?
The news about the role I've recently picked up.
New?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Is it like a roll of toilet paper? A roll of...
Yeah, it's actually brawny.
See.
I'm the brawny man. Anyway,
No, I got it! One of those giant steel sheet rolls.
Oh, heck yeah. I could go. Actually, you know what would really excite me right about now? One of those gigantic rolls of bubble wrap.
Oh,
That would make me very excited. I want that. Anyway, have you ever heard of Fraymakers?
negative.
Okay. It's an indie Smash Brothers clone, basically. And it's got a whole bunch of like indie game characters, including like, you know, Commander Video. God, I gotta look up like all of the characters they have.
Hold on. I recognize... Yeah, I've seen this before. They got Arcane in there.
Here, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Yeah, they have got Octodad, Arcane. They've got a bunch of assist trophies, including like Nico from Here Comes Nico. They've got like
We've got Nico from the Light.
oh yeah, One
Hey,
Shot. Wait a
One
minute.
Shot.
Sorry, not Here Comes Nico. What am I thinking? No, Nico from One Shot. They've got Fancy Pants Adventures. They've got like Tank Man. They've got they got Mogus. They got Wonder Song.
They put a Mogus in there.
Yeah,
I
they
haven't
did.
seen this in years.
Well, the latest thing that they've made the announcement for is that their newest character coming out.
Kid.
It's Hat Kid. And take a random stab in the dark at who's going to be making an appearance.
Snatcher.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Guess who they called?
Yeah.
Hooray! I'm showing up as a stage hazard. It's great.
Awesome.
I'm super hyped for that. I've already picked up the game. I'm going to be playing it on the stream. In general, I'm just super jazzed because they've got like 3 more characters that they're going to be announcing sometime. Maybe not soon, but like at some point. And I can only imagine what these like next 3 are going to be. Nova is asking if it works on the Switch. I don't believe the game is out on Switch yet. Like I said, the game is currently in early access right now. But it was a Kickstarter game, and they've got their money, and they're currently actively working on the game. So I have to imagine that they probably will finish the game up and like finally give it a full release on all like platforms once they finally can. So I think it's just a matter of patience. Gonna have to wait on that one. But man, it would be really cool if it came out on the Switch though, because like that would mean that my voice is basically on like a Switch game, and that would be kind of neat.
No. Don't go back to the main page. Go back to... There we go. And add to wish list. Perfect.
Awesome. Bye. Get the thing.
Shut up and take my money.
I do like this has reinvigorated a lot of people, either in the Framemakers fandom or anybody that wanted to be in the Framemakers fandom, because they're like, oh, this is actually a really like meaty and big update. That sounds neat.
I want to like the game, but unfortunately, League of Legends has crushed my competitive spirit. Now I avoid competition at all costs.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but understandable. I don't know, like, when was the last time that I played like a truly competitive game? Oh man, I kind of like I shrugged off a lot of that after like my Xbox 360 days were over. Even then, like, you know, back when I played Xbox 360 multiplayer, it tended to be like I tended to be pretty chill. I wasn't one of those like tryhards that were screaming into the mic, just being like, "You fucking suck," and then, you know, dropping a slur.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll still play competitive games. It'll just be with my friends as a comp stomp. Or with my other best friends, CPUs 1 through 9.
Bingo. I know that you can play with CPUs in Framemakers, so that is possible.
Oh, good, they have an option for competition phobes like me.
Mm-hmm. I'll say, for $20, I do kind of wish there was more single-player options, because like there really aren't. It's mostly built specifically for competitive or like, you know, player-on-player action.
I know, what was it? Rivals of Aether had a bare bones single-player campaign.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I suppose that would be the the game that you're a little bit more familiar with? Because you played a lot of Rivals of Aether.
I've only played a little bit. I played the main campaign, and that was it.
Okay.
I was obsessed with the story for a while, but other than that...
I never got into
The only
Rivals of
reason I was
Aether.
obsessed with it was because they also added characters I was familiar with.
Right.
One of them being a character from my top 2 favorite games of all time. The Ori series.
Very nice. I remember that, yeah.
They also added Shovel Knight.
Of course. Oh, man. Okay, so they've added Shovel Knight in Rivals of Aether. I wonder, do you think Shovel Knight would have a chance of becoming one of the characters in Framemakers then?
There's a chance. I imagine people would be making a lot of comparisons, though.
Probably, yeah. I've seen the video footage of Hat Kid playing in Framemakers, and it's ridiculously faithful to the game. Like, absolutely silly amounts of faithful.
I see.
There we go. Would the Snatcher pass on the afterlife if he resolved his marriage issues or found someone new? I have no idea. No clue. Couldn't tell you. I feel like that boy is just cursed for life, unfortunately. Or cursed for the afterlife.
The ephemeral aspect of angst.
There we go. Oh, somebody did ask me recently. It was over in the Hat in Time Discord. I should probably mention this. So, they were asking me, like, you know, hey, so you were officially brought on for this, like, voice project thing. What does that mean for, like, you know, my presence in Hat in Time mods and stuff like that? You know, like, is there anything that I can and cannot do or anything to that, in that way, shape, or form? And I will tell you guys that, like, this is very different than the situation where I got in via the creator DLC. Because, like, the context behind that was, oh, it's a bunch of independent creators coming together and making a game for Hat in Time that is basically, you know, endorsed by Gears. And to me, I feel like that's a little bit different than being, like, a direct hire-on by Gears for Breakfast. You know, there's always, like, an asterisk to that. This is very different now. Because, like, this was very much a direct Gears contacting me and saying, hey, we would like you to do this particular role for this particular thing. Because of that, I am very much a lot more canon to being an actual Snatcher, VA, than I was previously. I basically am a canon VA now. That being said, this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to stop being in mods. The rule now is that, like, and I've actively talked with Gears about this, if I want to be in mods as the Snatcher, I need to clear it with them first. Like, I need to take whatever the script is and hand it over to somebody who is a representative of the company. They have to review it, and if they approve of it, then I get the go-ahead to be able to record for it. As for any other characters, I'm completely free on that. I could be any of the other characters and it'll be just fine. So, like, you know, I can scream "Pack" all I want. So, no worries about that.
Ooh, I got a series of brain rot I gotta send to you.
Oh, do you? I like me some brain rot. Speaking of which, there's this one guy that I follow on TikTok. He does like live action, like Gary's Mod SFM videos. The entire thing is that he does, he takes individual pictures of like him and his living room and just him in costumes that look like they're TF2, TF2 hats. And he just like, pretends to make SFM like shit posts. And it's freaking great. I need to send him a couple of those because they're good. Get me a banana! This is not a banana, this is bomb! Alrighty then! Nova is asking what Nicktoons or Nick Jr. shows should I get painted on my nails when it's time to say goodbye to the Yo Gabba Gabba ones. I don't know, that's kind of up to you. If you want Blue's Clues, go Blue's Clues, I guess. Depends on how talented the people that do the nails are. This area reminds me of Chow Dark Garden. I don't know. I've never been, never seen. I got a Hat in Time on my laptop this morning, and somehow I'm like 45% done. Well, just because you're 45% done on the main stuff doesn't mean that you're done on everything else. Keep in mind, you got the PC version of Hat in Time. Oh, you've opened up a wide range of mods. And the mods for Hat in Time are wide and vast. You have many things to your disposal. Also, let me check this real quick.
There.
Kyle has sent me a... Oh, yeah, I've seen this. I've seen Peck. Peck is great.
They're up to 4, which unfortunately is the final episode.
Peck.
My favorite one is the one that gets sucked up by the vacuum.
I think I saw one recently. It was them on the Owl Express. And like Bo Kid is desperately trying to tell them there's a bomb on the train.
Oh, I think I remember this.
That was a good one. I already downloaded 10 or something mods. Hey, you know what mod you should try and download? This really fun mod that I've heard of. It's called Playable Bitty Kid. You should totally get that.
Shameless self-promotion!
Self-promo! What can I say?
I'm sure
for
it's completely unrelated to this. Don't mind me, just losing my mind.
This is okay.
Right. This is okay. I can't lose something I'd never had.
This is also true. Already lost mine in school. Yep, valid.
I just watched a recap of the entire Second Galactic War.
Galactic War.
Helldivers.
Oh, nice.
It was just reminded me of the whole Fubar situation we had with the DSS.
Mm-hmm.
The Jet Brigade attacked Gallivare with the hopes of destroying the Democracy Space Station. But they were too late. The Democracy Space Station was already online and ready to take the fight to the Jet Brigade by going where the Jet Brigade was not and instead cutting off their supply lines.
Oh, Spooky is going off to bed. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it a lot. Get some good sleep. It is not good, sleep. This is sleepy times at your current time. But yes, have a very good night.
Then the Democracy space station was sent back to Gallivere to slow down the bot assault while the Helldivers finished off Never mind, the Helldivers just followed the DSS back to Gallivere. Gallivere was lost. Yeah, we were not very strategic in that fight.
Maybe it's just me, but whenever, like, we do anything in Helldivers, me and, like, you know, a couple of people that I've done Helldiver stuff with.
Hey,
like,
you play Helldivers?
I got Helldivers too, yeah.
Man, we gotta play at some point. Please continue.
I probably should. I've especially been thinking about getting into more, considering that they're gonna have like the ODST team up pretty soon.
That's already out, dude.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah.
Shit.
I got the armor and the gun and everything. The MA5C. Oh, that's good.
Ah, dang. That shows you how much I play Helldivers. That being close to none. I wonder how Helldivers will play now that I'm getting that new graphics card, though.
Ooh, I bet beautifully.
Gorgeous. I'm looking forward to it.
See democracy in all its glory.
Now you get to see the nuclear warhead in full high definition 4K.
Just about to say that. Deliver democracy in full resolution. We did not make any requisition slips on one of the last missions I did.
Alright.
Because we were in a mega city, and two of my friends brought orbital napalm barrages. They did get like over 500 kills, but we did not get any requisition slips due to all the civilian penalties we got.
Oh, darn. Well,
Oops.
they knew what they signed up for.
I'm sure they did. And no information was obscured at all.
Right.
Nobody could have ever predicted this attack. I love during the training, Helldiver training. If you destroy the first cardboard cutout of a Helldiver, General Brash comments on it. Man down! Don't worry. Friendly fire is completely unavoidable. There is nothing you can do to prevent it. Call down another Helldiver!
They really give absolutely zero shits over there.
I do like how the devs pay attention to their community, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was a video circulating around of somebody entering the Helldiver training facility. You see the big billboard with the 3 Helldivers saluting on it that says, "See you on the other side." Well, it was intended that they would see you on the other side of Helldiver training. But instead, this recruit walked under the billboard and looked at the back of the billboard, only to be disappointed that he didn't see 3 saluting Helldivers on the other side.
Okay.
After that video circulated around, the devs updated the Helldiver training course slightly. So now there's a smaller version of the billboard on the other side of the billboard.
That's great. I'll say that is one really good thing about, games being made as a service now, is that the devs actually have the ability to do stuff like that.
If they put forth the effort, games as a service is a good idea.
Until you can no longer play the game anymore and it, phases into obscurity.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a fan of. I mean, I'm just thinking about I'm thinking about all the games that I remember playing as a kid, like, you know, in Flash form, that are currently being more or less like brought back to life via what's that one program that I've got?
I have it. Crap, where to go? Flashpoint.
Yeah, Flashpoint. And you know, a lot of that stuff would be lost to time if it weren't for the fact that people are actively like going out of their way to try and like, you know, save it.
Bubble tanks, Bowmaster, Dust.
Oh man, speaking of which, I am reminded that so I'm currently like doing a live read along of the old like Homestuck webcomic. Do you remember that?
I remember it being a thing. I never really looked at the comic.
Mm-hmm. Same here. Like, I remember seeing advertisements for MS Paint Adventures, and I'm like, whatever. Don't care. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
Whatever. I'm just going to continue playing my Tank Wars game.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of been like, I hung out on Newgrounds where all of the, you know, my favorite Flash content was.
Yes. Please continue.
Problem is that like tons of MS Paint Adventures and like Homestuck was Flash content, and like, you know, Flash runs to things, and for like various reasons, it's no longer really like it's kind of been like left to rot. Luckily, there does happen to be like some really devoted fans who are actively working to archive it and turning every Homestuck comic and Flash cartoon into you know, readable and watchable stuff on like a separate website. So that's good news. You know, it won't be lost there. Yeah. But for a while there, like, I'm trying to remember, like, we were discussing this and how we were supposed to do this, and we're like, I don't know, just get a really old browser that has Flash installed, I guess. That might work.
Or create a new browser that has Flash installed.
Possibly.
Its very own specialized browser.
The Homestuck browser. Ew, disgusting.
Troll.int.
That would be funny. Speaking of the Homestucks, did you hear like the recent Homestuck announcement?
Negative.
There is an animated series for Homestuck that is currently in the works right now.
I see.
That's one of the reasons why we're going and like rereading Homestuck, because we're just like, well, time to get read up on this. It kind of sounds like the original creator is not really going to be majorly involved in it, though. Which for a lot of people, they're like, you know what? Good. The original creator is nuts.
I mean, I don't know anything about the creators of Homestuck.
Well, did you know that Toby Fox is one of them?
Negative. I did not know that.
Yep. And Toby Fox is apparently going to be one of the main people who works on it, as well as he's going to be like the voice of one of the main characters. Oh, also, I completely forgot about talking about this. The studio that is going to be making it is Vivzy.
Oh, that's fascinating.
I know, right? And there were a ton of people that really got pissy about that. They're just like, oh no, they're going to make them all really edgy, shitty teenagers. Meanwhile, everyone was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And? Point.
puts on hat, picks up briefcase, walks out the door.
The thing is, a lot of people are kind of interpreting that as like, they're basically the publishers of it, and they're the people that are like, they're facilitating the project, but they're not necessarily going to be the ones in the creative front seat. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be driving the whole thing.
They're just the ones publishing it.
Yep. So that don't necessarily mean much. I don't know. For me, I'm just kind of looking forward to it, and I'm hoping for the most glorious of chaotic situations. I basically want to watch the fire as it burns.
I didn't start the fire, but oh boy, do I love watching it burn.
Yeah. Hooray. Do 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 do. It was always burning since the world been turning.
You talking about that coal fire out in Pennsylvania?
What? No.
Sure has been burning for a while.
I think I remember hearing that story. Like, it's like a coal mine that caught fire, and now they're just like, well, can't do anything about it.
Yep, it's still burning.
And now the town that, like, is directly kitty corner to it is like a ghost town, and nobody can live there.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that one. So what are you currently up to right now?
Well, I was looking through the internet on some of the topics we were discussing.
Find anything interesting?
Nothing of note.
That's fair.
Mostly just general information.
Gotcha.
Like, I had to be reminded of who Toby Fox was.
Oh my god, really?
Sort of.
Man.
I had him mixed up with Concerned Ape.
Okay.
I heard Toby Fox, and I immediately thought Stardew Valley, and I'm like, no, that's not right. What is he responsible for?
Nope, Toby Fox is the madman who makes the funny skeleton game.
Yeah.
Papyrus! God, that guy's got a heck of a lot of work on his hands, I gotta say. He's working on Deltarune and he's working on Homestuck. You kidding me?
Yeesh.
So much stuff. Phoenix is still on the road. Oh boy.
Phoenix. No, I'm sitting at my computer.
It's like when you were in high school and, like, you knew like 2 Evans. Or actually, no, 3 Evans. And you're just like, I don't know, Ethan 1. I will call you Ethan 1, you'll be Ethan 2, and you'll be Ethan 3. But wait, what if one Ethan is out? Does that make me Ethan 2? No, that still makes you Ethan 3.
We got like 5 Jakes in the other server, so we just call them by the last names.
Oh yeah, absolutely. cannot follow it. Here we are. Now, I know there's another voice role that I'm going to try and gun for sometime pretty soon here. Likely won't get it. Gotta say. Although I'm going to keep that to myself. I don't want to say for sure what the role is. I'll probably talk about it, like, much later on. Like, once I, maybe in, like, a year's time.
Gotcha. You watch Terminal Montage?
Every so often, yeah.
Gotcha.
Why? Does he have something new out?
Nah. When I said gotcha, that just reminded me of that, I think it was one of the Super Smash episodes that they did. The two Japanese people talking to each other. They're from games, but I don't know the games very well.
Fire Emblem?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. You'll receive no sympathy from me.
That one. Oh, God. See, you reminded me of this one video by this one guy named Metal King Boo, who does, like, the Wario laughing video.
Oh, gotcha.
He did an entire video of Super Smash Bros. Characters, except, like, he made them all scream and do, like, loud, stupid stuff. And the video is stupidly long, and I don't know why, but I watched the whole friggin' thing. It's like, it's a situation like, you know, a train wreck. Except it's a really long and annoying train wreck. Okay, did I clean this whole thing well? Oh, no, I did not. Okay, Smokey. All right, so far, gotten that hut. I feel like this is a good amount of things that I could leave for, like, next stream, honestly. I've been going for a while just on doing power washing. I think now would be a good time to sort of, like, start to mellow out. Ooh. They got a little gazebo thing. Or whatever the heck that's called. Yeah, good amount of stuff to clean. And there's a bunch of extra things that, in, like, you know, other seasonal stuff that I think would be pretty fun to do. What does this sign say, by the way? Double, double, spoilin' cuddles. It's wicked being a witch. Bless this hex. That's so dumb. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna transition back over to the to this page here and take a little bit of a stretch. How you doing, chat? How you been? How's the wife?
Non-existent.
Non-existent. Yeah, good name. Good, actually. Good answer. Good answer. Just remembered a time when my family and I went to California Adventures the first time, and my mom got stung by a bee on her shoulder, which was the same place I got stung today. Really? That's interesting. The last time I got stung by a bee was I was running around in grass without, like, you know, any shoes or anything on. And I guess, like, I stepped on a bee, and I stepped on it, like, at just the right angle that the stinger was pointed up. And it stung me that way. And then, like, I stumbled and I fell over, because, ow. Because I'm just like, oh, God, no.
I got stung by a wasp shortly after I had that infection in my leg.
Ew.
So while I was dealing with the infection, I found a wasp nest, and it was built behind a thermometer that my buddy got from his grandmother's estate.
Ooh.
It's just a simple metal dish.
Ooh.
But it's hollow.
Mm-hmm.
So Queen Wasp must have saw it and said, "Hey, that's a great place to set up."
Oh, that sucks.
It is about 2 feet from my back door, which is the door that I use most frequently. So they got ticked off every time I opened and closed the door.
Too bad. It's my house, you sons of...
One day, I opened the door, got out, closed the door, took out my key to lock the door, and I felt a sharp pain in my back. So I quickly swatted at it, jumped away, and decided, you know what? If somebody wants to get into my house, they'll have to contend with a wasp nest. That door can stay unlocked.
Oh my God. I mean, that's a little bit of security, I guess.
So then, later that night, I did battle with it. With a bum leg. It was just as simple as spraying it with Raid.
Nice.
In the morning, I pulled it off the wall and set it down, face down, so that the back was face up. The queen lived, so I posed the whole thing down from the back, just to call it good.
All right. Does the job. At least it's better than, like, those circumstances where, like, bees' nests are made out of, like, the siding of somebody's house. And then you have to peel back the siding, and there's, like, you know, an entire massive colony living underneath your boards.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those situations.
I remember. What was that?
This is the second time that a wasp has set up in that thing, so I will politely ask my housemate to put it somewhere inside the house.
Probably a good idea. Phoenix says, I was told that you're supposed to put baking soda paste on a bee sting? Is that true? I don't know. And also, Pink says, it's that time of year that wasps go berserk in the fall. Is that also a thing?
That is also a thing, because it happens every time this time of year. We got all sorts of wasps and bugs and buzzers. They're always flying through the parking lot.
But I didn't know they, like, you know, went wild at this particular time of year. Is this just a case of, like, they're scrambling to get ready for winter?
Yeah, they get nuts. They start evicting all of the new queens, and the new queens got to go out find some leaves to hide under.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Didn't know that.
Yeah,
they will die soon when winter comes. Snooze, you sons of bitches. Goodbye, you little shit. I think for me, it's mosquitoes. Like, I'm not a fan of wasps or bees. I try to, like, avoid them at all costs, but, like, very rarely have I gotten stung by either of those. Wasps, actually, no. Mosquitoes, on the other hand, my God. Mosquitoes are just ravenous, especially around here. If you don't have anti-sting medication, you put baking soda paste on it. I've never tried that. Let me think. Is there anything else that's recently gone on that I could talk about? I'm trying to think about that. What was, let me see. Any tech-related news? Oh, I did hear one thing that really annoyed me that I kind of wanted to talk about. Any tips on how I can save it? What? Save and what? Moment of silence. I mean, that happens, unfortunately. Tips on how I can save... What are you trying to save? Trying to figure out how to save my Donovan patent signature. Oh, I have no idea. Could not tell you. I mean, I would say if you can get it, like, it's fading a little on my bot plush. I'm not entirely sure how you would save something like that. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, though. I am thinking about, since, like, I have a lot of sentimental value on that one graphics card that I got, I'm thinking about going and buying, like, a glass case, and, a glass case that you hang up on your wall, and then I want to have that, like, I want to take my GPU and enshroud it inside the glass case, and then hang it. Because I've always been I've been very fond of this thing. I mean, look at this. Look at this friggin' thing. That's a piece of art, man. And it's done a lot of very heavy work for me. So I'm like, I'd like to honor it in some way.
Put it on display.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I do it in such a way that, like, the frame won't fall off the walls.
Yeah.
So anyway, a piece of news that I just recently heard that really annoys the heck out of me. Now, you know how, like, Apple has always been really big scumbags when it comes to side-loading apps onto your devices?
Yep.
And you know how people are just like, well, I'll go with Android instead because they don't care, and they allow you to be able to install whatever the heck you want on your thing.
Yeah, Android started to do that, haven't they?
They're starting. It's happening next year.
Great.
It's so freaking frustrating. Especially since, like, I do have some side-loaded apps that are not on the Google Play Store for very good reason. Because they would never allow them on the Google Play Store. I'm not going to say any, particular ones, but let's just say they may or may not be competitors to, like, a type of app that you might use to watch internet videos. I know that those exist, and I use a heck of a lot of those. Very soon, you're not even going to be able to install those on your device without having, like, the thing cleared by, like, Android. And that's really annoying. I hope somebody figures out a workaround. Or maybe, like, a way to jailbreak your devices and install, like, a Linux distro. I don't know. I could go for that. That'd be very nice. I'd go that distance. I would definitely do that. If there's anything you can definitely say for sure is that I am, I'm persistent, I think, whenever it comes to anything that I have, like, frustrations with. I know how to hold on to a grudge. What else is going on tech news?
It has been a while, so I'm playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps again.
Oh, nice. I cannot tell you why, but like every time I try to play an Ori game, my eyes glaze over and I stop, like for some reason. Like I just stop playing it. Could not explain. I just like I hit a stopgap and then I just move on to something else. And it makes me sad because I've never finished The Blind Forest or Will of the Wisps.
Oh, you haven't even finished The Blind Forest.
No, I remember playing it, and I remember having fun, but then just something, progression stops, and I'm like, I'm done, and I move on to the next game.
Bizarre.
I have a handful of games like that. I try not to, though. What was that one game that I remember playing way back when? That like I'm still feeling regrets to this day of not finishing. Let me pull it up. I have it in a list here. Oh yeah, Seasons After Fall. The one where you get to play as like that adorable fox that runs through the forest.
Yes.
I remember that one, and I really enjoy playing that one. But then, like, something made me just go, I'm done. And I just didn't play it again. Oh, yeah. So right now I'm trying to figure out how I can play Assassin's Creed on the stream. And by Assassin's Creed, I mean like the first one.
I was going to say, which one?
Yeah, the first one.
The first one remake? Redux?
There is no Redux as far as I know.
The Ultimate Mega Super Ultimate 2025 edition?
Hell no. I'm not paying Ubisoft any money in this day and age. Are you kidding me? I'm done. I'm over them. But I do own Assassin's Creed for like the original version. God, when did this game come out?
You gotta be like 2006. No, 2008.
Yep, 2008. Been a frickin' while.
Damn, that's good.
But I tried booting it up onto my computer, and it does work. Problem is, it doesn't work with any modern controllers. So, if I'm gonna play it, I have to play it with mouse and keyboard.
I see.
That makes me kind of sad. Alright. Oh, well, I'm kind of tired, and I kind of want to... I feel like winding down for the rest of the night, so... I think I'm going to take off. But this has been a fun stream. Here. Heading over to the end cap. EP time. A little bit of EP time. Though my sleep schedule has been really off because, like... Let me tell you, working on those lines... I think I talked about this on a previous stream. But, working on those lines for Framemakers, I had very little notice. Like, literally, I was told on Monday of, like, last week that they wanted me to do voice lines for it. I did the recordings on Tuesday. I did some, like, final little cleanup things on Wednesday. Oh, and also, like, you know, they did some cleanup on their end. And then, like, the trailer came out on Thursday. So, like, there was a good chunk of time there between, like, Tuesday and Thursday where I just wasn't sleeping. One, because of, like, the work and all of, like, the stress involved with it. And then, two, because after the, after, like, the thing finally came out, I just could not get to sleep because I was too hyped. I couldn't think of anything else, and I was just like, God damn it, no, go to sleep. It's like, no, you're in Frame Makers. It's really exciting. Get, like, I don't know, hyper obsess over this, please. Anywho's, let me talk about some of the games that I've got lined up here. I'm not 100% sure about what I'm going to do for this Wednesday. I'm thinking I will probably be playing some more Enter the Gungeon, just because, you know, I'm bored and I haven't played that in a while. So, I played it last week, but you know what I mean. And then I need to finish up Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and I hope we get it done next Saturday. And then for Sunday, we're just gonna chill again and just talk about whatever random things come across our mind. And that should do it for everything I gotta say. Any last things you want to say, Kyle? No.
Nothing.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I'm just gonna, like, vibe for the remainder of the night. So thanks for coming out, everybody, and thanks for chatting, Kyle. This was fun.
Yeah.
Hey, catch you later.
See ya.
Mm-hmm.